What's up guys, Coach KP here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can maximize your practice time to have the most transfer in game. To start, we need to understand how we can transfer what we're doing in practice on the court through the science of motor learning. The problem that some athletes and coaches face is that they don't fully know how they can apply the science of motor learning to make practice effective so that they can retain their skills and have it transfer on the court. So you're probably wondering, what is the science of motor learning? It may sound fancy, but all it means is the study of how we gain a skill through practice. By definition, a skill is your ability to perform an action with determined results and good execution. A skill or a game skill has three parts: reading, planning, and doing. This is all happening in a split second every time you're performing on the court. Reading means you're figuring out your surroundings, so in this video, Booker catches the ball and has to figure out where the defense is positioned. Then he has to plan the best approach to execute his skill with high percentage of success. So that can be pulling up or driving to the basket. And finally, he has to put it all together and do the skill. The same can be said about the defender. He has to read what the offense gives him, plan the best action to get a stop, and execute. Both athletes are constantly reading, planning, and doing. Now that you understand how complex a game skill is, let's talk about the two methods of practice to give yourself the best chance of improving and having no skills show up on the court. You need to know about block and random practice and how to maximize the benefits of both. In a block practice, it involves a higher number of repetitions of repeating the exact same movements over and over again. For example, in this video, Stephen Curry is shooting in the same spot with the same motion. There's no reading and planning, you're just doing and mastering your form and technique. Again, here's another example of Damian Lillard practicing his half-court jump shot over and over again. Block practice is best to do in the early stages of practice and development. And there's a saying that goes, don't practice until you get it right, practice until you can't get it wrong. In random practice, this is where all the learning and retention of skill happens. It's when you never do the exact same thing twice. Every rep is different, which makes it game-like. Common mistakes that some athletes and coaches make is that they spend their entire time in block practice. Once you develop a solid foundation of those skills, it's time to emphasize on more random practice. Another mistake that coaches make is that they interfere too much and try to correct every mistake, which leads to the athlete being dependent on the coach. A major key in random practice is that you have to allow players to figure it out and learn from their mistakes. This is what helps us execute our game skills better. So if you look at all these videos, all these players are forced to read, plan, and do every single repetition because it leads to way more transfer in game. So for example, random practices can be scrimmage variations like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 5-on-5, but you can also do a mixture of both where you set up a drill where the outcome is the same, but the moves to get to that outcome are different. For example, a drill outcome that we want is a layup, but we can add a defender or have the athlete react to randomize the move prior to the layup. So in short, block practice is what you should do to master a technique, but once you have a good foundational skill, it's time to move to more random practice to prepare you to perform better in game. So hope you guys liked the video. If you have questions, let me know in the comment section below. Please share this video with an athlete or coach so that they can maximize their practice time. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Coach KP out.